I am getting a very late start on vlogging today. Just now leaving work. Didn't even come in until about 12:15. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and then my mom had a doctor's appointment this morning. So I was at home with my son until she got back. And so I didn't work a full day, but that's okay. We're getting it all worked out, figuring out hours. Headed to the gym now. I didn't go Thursday or Friday of last week. I just really didn't feel 100% last week, so I am planning on probably just starting to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday again, but I'm going to extend the length of the time that I work out, or the intensity of the workouts, one of the two, maybe both. I was looking at the scheduling for going into the fall with the time that my son is going to be going to and getting out of school, and it's just not going to be practical for me to be going 5 days a week, at least at the times I was going, and still get to spend time with him and get all of my classes done. I am going to be taking 2 classes on campus that equal out to about 5 hours worth of work, or 6 hours worth of work on campus, plus working, and then I'll have 2 online classes that equal out to another 4 hours. No, another 6 hours. So I've got to be able to make time to do all of the work for all of my classes, plus get in my hours during the week and still spend a decent amount of time with him, because the schedule change and the just difference in routine are going to be really rough on him, especially the first few weeks, and I want to make sure that I spend a decent amount of time with him in the afternoons. So I'm sure you guys want to know my schedule. What I'm going to be doing is working Mondays and Wednesdays for a couple of hours in the morning, and then going to class, going back to work for about 45 minutes, and then picking up my son from school. Then I will go back to work for a third time and do a couple of more hours, and then go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a class in the afternoon that is about 3.5 hours long. Or no, I guess it's just under 3 hours long. That doesn't get out till 4:15. So I won't even see him for like 3 hours after he gets out of school, and he's going to obviously be going to bed a lot earlier during the school year. So what I'm hoping is that we can maybe switch up a little bit on the nights that my husband comes over to see him, and just make it a little bit smoother transition. I don't know. Trying to juggle it all, because we're having to change his therapy times as well, since they've been in the mornings, and I don't know how that's going to affect my work schedule. So I know we'll get it all figured out, but it's a lot to try to sort through and make sure that we're all in the right place at the right time and all of that kind of stuff. So I did go today and give the acceptance letter for the scholarship I was awarded, and I'm getting a good amount of money. It's going to take care of about half of my tuition, and then I've got Pell Grant to cover the rest. So I'm very grateful for that. She did tell me that most likely I would be able to get all of my books on loan and not have to pay for them, which is huge because I'm taking both a science and a math class this semester, and those are the books that are usually the most expensive. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And I'm still waiting to hear about the final scholarship that I applied for, but I don't think that they do the meeting for it until the week before classes start. So we've still got about 10 days before I could hear about that. So I'm crossing my fingers that it'll be for a good amount so that I can use it just to space it out through the semester and use for living expenses and things like that. And I'm hoping this will be the last semester that I have to take out student loans until I get past the allotted 12 semesters or whatever it is now for Pell Grants. I am planning on, in the fall, going back on board with selling Advocare. I do still use a lot of products, not as frequently as I used to just because of expense and things being kind of tight right now, but I am planning to go back on it, and I'm hoping that by this time next year I'll be making enough along with working part-time that I don't need to take out any kind of loans for school, that I can just focus on scholarships and grants and things like that, and just make some new changes. So I'm gonna go work hard today. I'm gonna start back to the 3 times a week, I guess, starting this week, to just kind of get us all in the routine for school. I've got to start Camden's school time, bedtimes tonight, as well as getting up with him. So we'll see how that goes. Neither he nor I really are morning people, so we're gonna get to see each other's ugly side, I guess. But yeah, hoping for a very good workout today. And I realized some things today that really are kind of hard, but were necessary. I hold an extremely low opinion of myself in general, and I'm going to be working on that in therapy. It's not a flattering angle of me. I'm going to be working on that in therapy, but I also realized that I'm essentially sabotaging my weight loss. I work out extremely hard whenever I go, but then for dinner, I'm not careful about what I eat. I kind of have this mentality of, oh, well, I worked out really, really hard, so I can just eat whatever now. And I know that's not the case. I know that's not how it works. And I kind of do the same thing sometimes at lunch. I'll sit there and justify what I'm eating by, oh, well, I'm going to the gym later. I'm going to be doing such and such later. It'll be okay. And I've got to break that mentality. I'm sabotaging myself. And I know beyond any shadow of a doubt that I could be a much better and much more confident version of myself, and I just am not doing it. And I know there's a lot of reasons behind why, but I don't really think they're reasons anymore. It looks to me more like excuses. So it's August. Granted, it's the 11th, but it's August. And it's a new month. And it's going to be a new way of looking at things. I am start food journaling. I'm going to make sure that I'm eating healthy 3 times a day. If I'm not eating something super healthy, I'm going to be strict about portion control. I've got to see some changes. I really, really do. And this sounds really vain, and I don't mean it this way, but I have a really hard time doing things just for myself. So the way that I'm having to look at it is there are people watching me that have been watching me from the beginning, or even before I started deciding to try to lose weight. And even if they're not rooting for me necessarily, they're just kind of watching. I want to blow them away. I don't know, I want to be one of those before and after pictures of people like, oh my god, is that even the same person, you know? So I am making a commitment on camera, so everybody who sees it can hold me to it, to start food journaling, to eat 3 meals a day, as healthy as I can. Only allow myself 1 to 2 cheat meals a week instead of 1 a day like I've been doing, which feel free to slap me across the face for that. And to be off of sodas by the end of the month. So those are my goals for August. A little bit longer term goals are to be down, let's say, 20 pounds by my birthday. At least 20 pounds by my birthday. That is 4 months from Thursday. 5 pounds a month, I think I can do that. Especially if I'm more conscious about what I'm eating. And after that, I'll only have like 25 or 30 more to go to my goal. So conservatively, I'll say by the end of spring semester to be at my goal weight. That would be fantastic. So if you watch this, hold me to it. Most of you are probably linked to this from Facebook, but you can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is Just Do It Tara, all one word, all lowercase. Same thing for Instagram. And I post a lot of stuff about my workouts on Instagram, so that might be a better place to follow me. I don't post a whole lot to Twitter, I forget about it. But you can definitely kick my rear end into gear on any of those. I actually have a specific Facebook page about my weight loss that I'll link down below. But I want to do this. I want to feel good about myself. I'm proud of what I've done, where I've come from already. But I know that if I hadn't been sabotaging myself, I would be so much further. And so it's time to stop with the self-sabotage. It's time to love myself enough to just do it. And I'm going to start it today. So I am turning into the gym. I will check in with everybody whenever I get out. And here's hoping for a really high calorie burn today. Alright, finished at the gym. Did didn't do as good as I was wanting to, but you know, it's okay. I did a 600 calorie burn in about an hour, so I guess that's about average because I was going for an hour and 20 minutes last week, and that would be about another 200, but I really worked on low weight and high rep on my legs today, and I was not sure I'd be able to walk out, so I decided to quit while I could. But anyway, I sent a message to my trainer. I had a goal set to be down like 16 pounds by Thursday, and with my grandmother passing and all of that and a bunch of other junk that came up, I comfort ate too many times, and it caused me to gain, on top of the 16 that I was going to lose, it caused me to gain an additional like 9 pounds, 7 or 9 pounds. So I'm basically back down to where I was before I gained that other 9 pounds. But I'm trying to get my trainer to give me a 2-week extension on getting down that additional 16. I think if I'm really conscious of what I'm putting in my body and continuing to work out regularly and drinking tons of water, that it's possible. I'm really disappointed in myself because I know I could have done better than that. But life happens and crap happens, and we just work with what we've got and we keep going, right? So that is the plan. That, and since I have to get my son and I in the routine for school, I'm going to start making both of our lunches at night to take lunch with me to work, because I usually get there around 10 and leave around 3, and I typically don't eat while I'm there unless I snack on something. I grab like a breakfast bar or a food bar right before I leave the house around 9:45, and then I don't eat until after I get back from the gym, and I know that is horrible. That's a lot of the trouble, because I'm not eating enough. And so I think that's where food journaling is going to come in big time. And I know it will be one more thing to add to my day, but I have to know what's going in my body, and I have to physically see it on paper, so to speak, so that it sinks in. Otherwise, it's just not ever going to happen. So since today is almost over, I guess I won't start the food journaling today because I don't remember. I mean, I know I ate a food bar this morning, and I've sipped on Diet Dr. Pepper through the day and some water, but I don't know amounts and all of that, so I'm going to start that tomorrow. And I'm going to take a picture tonight in the gym outfit that I wore and set a reminder in my phone in 1 month to take a picture in the exact same outfit and see where the changes are, because it's a more fitted outfit, which I don't normally wear, but it's a more fitted outfit and will be less forgiving than just a t-shirt and baggier pants. So it should show a little bit more accurately where I'm losing. But I almost stopped at 40 minutes today and was going to just finish out cardio instead of lifting. And I know that people in the gym probably thought I was crazy if they walked past me, so I was just like, come on, Terry, don't be a wimp. Just keep going. I don't care. I actually, I probably sound like I had split personality. I actually said, I don't care if you don't feel like doing it. Don't waste this day. You're going to regret it if you don't do it. And I know people walking past me were probably like, oh my gosh, she's lost her mind. But it made me push through, and I got my hour in. So, anyway, at least that's done. And I can say, yes, I did get my workout in today. I do feel good about it. So now I'm headed home, and I don't really know. I may read some more tonight. I need to finish the autism book that I started last week, because I really just did not feel well Thursday and Friday, really through the weekend. So I didn't do a whole lot more than resting and just kind of being a couch potato. I won't lie. I also have the vlogs from Thursday and Friday to put up, as well as today's. So I may have to go to vlogging, like putting them up as one big one every other day or something like that, because I just keep forgetting. And so anyway, that kind of concludes Monday. Wasn't a whole lot going on today. Tomorrow I won't even be going to work. I mentioned in an earlier vlog that we had a death in the family last week, and my parents will be traveling to go and perform the funeral ceremony tomorrow, and it's out of state, so I will be home with my little guy tomorrow, so I don't know how much vlogging will get done then. We'll see. But if I don't vlog tomorrow, I will vlog on Wednesday and let everybody know how things are going and how the food journaling is going and all of that fun stuff.